What's up guys, it's your boy Chris here, and today I'm going to be making a video on computational thinking. So I'm going to try and use all 5 aspects of computational thinking in one lesson to show you how they all come together in the digital curriculum. So let's have a closer look at the aspects of computational thinking. And we have decomposition, pattern recognition, abstraction, algorithm design, and debugging. So the simpler versions of those headings are underneath, and probably are the words that we're going to use when we describe these 5 aspects to our younger students. So I'm going to go through and use each one by one, and what we're actually going to do is we are going to use Scratch to make a square. So hopefully this works. I'm going to pop a post-it note up there on the side of the screen, and I'm going to go through each aspect as we would make a square. So if we use decomposition to talk about making a square, we know that a square has 4 sides. Oops, that's money sides. 4 sides. And we also know that it has 4 corners. So basically, decomposition of a square is 4 sides and 4 corners. Now, if we move into pattern recognition, you can engage your prior knowledge and you could think about what those sides and those corners actually look like. And you know that the 4 sides are equal length. And that the corners are like those box corners that are even, and they're 90-degree angles, and they are called right angles. And of course our students will know that. Abstraction, I would argue, is a combination of those 2 things, because we're focusing on what is important and ignoring the unnecessary. At the moment, none of our information here is unnecessary, but we might have to revisit that later and see if there is an abstraction aspect to our Scratch part. And finally, algorithm design. The debugging will come when we finish. Okay, so for the algorithm design part, I'm going to go into Scratch. I'm going to get my post-it up again. And we're going to enter a code to hopefully draw a square. The square is going to come up where this little guy is, the sprite. And, oh no, I've lost my post-it. Oh no. Where's the post-it gone? Help. There we go. Oh, and it's gone again. Alright, well, while the post-it reloads itself, I'm going to start with algorithm design. So, for making our shape, we're obviously going to need to have sides, and the sides are going to need to be drawn. So, I'll go back and explain that. So there's this little button on the bottom left of Scratch. By the way, this is Scratch that we're using, and it has extensions. And when you click that, you have to activate the pen extension. So now we can draw. So the pen is there. Still haven't got my post-its back, so I'm going to keep rambling. So to draw anything, we're going to have to put the pen down. Move into events. No, I won't go into events yet. Okay, so when I put the pen down, I want to draw a line. And the way we're going to do that is we're actually going to move our sprite a certain number of steps. So we're going to put the pen down and we're going to move 80 steps. And that should hopefully draw a line. Now, there we go, my post-it should be able to come back in a sec, please. I've just clicked it, so hopefully it'll come up. We said earlier that a right angle is 90 degrees. So we're going to draw a line and then we're going to turn 90 degrees. Hey, Post-its back. Okay, so we have a line and then we turn 90 degrees, and we said that our shape's going to have 4 sides. Our square's going to have 4 sides. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go Controls and I'm going to put a repeat code in. So now that says that code is going to repeat 4 times. It's really annoying. Every time I click it, the post-it disappears. So 4 times the pen is going to go down, and he's going to go 80 steps and then turn 90 degrees. Okay. The last thing that we need to do is put in the event, which is what we press to start the code from working. So because we're drawing a square, I'm going to say that we're going to press S. So when I press S on my keyboard, I'm going to put the pen down, move 80 steps, turn 90 degrees, and it's going to repeat 4 times. So let's just quickly jump back. I've got my 4 sides. I should have my 4 corners with the 90 degrees. They should be equal length because the exact same steps of 80 steps is repeated. And we have 4 right angles because they're 90 degree turns. So let's see if it's correct. I'm going to press S. Now, I pressed S and nothing happened. Oh man, why is that not working? Pen down. What? This worked like a million times before. Oh man. Pen down. Oh, pen. Oh my goodness. Pen up. Okay. Wow, we've done some debugging, so that's good. Awesome. It says pen up. That's ridiculous. Why would you want to put the pen up? Now I need to try and get that out. Oh man. Get rid of that. Get rid of that pen. Ah. Okay. Pen down. Put it in. Hey, you get to see some debugging. Alright, so because my sprite went around in a square shape but he didn't draw anything, we got the code right except for pen up instead of pen down. So we've debugged that now, and there we go, square. So that's awesome. You've now seen debugging and an algorithm. Let's get that post-it back. Decomposition, pattern recognition, algorithm design. I'm pretty sure that we used, what's that one? Shoot. Abstraction, yeah. Focusing on what was important and ignoring the unnecessary. So we did only add code that was important and necessary. And we debugged because we didn't put the pen down the first time. We put it up. So there you go. There's a square. Boom.